Hey, Tom here. Just a quick video update on how things are going in the shop. Taking a look at our upcoming projects. This video will precede some of the other stuff that's coming this week, so expect a couple videos this week. We're getting caught up, but let's get started. Alright, first and foremost, for those of you who are looking for project videos, and I should have had this in the description as well, no projects in this one. They're coming. There'll be video this week coming out. I did want to get a video out though, talk a little bit about what's been going on, and I'm a little overdue to say some thank yous, and you know, we got some stuff moved around recently, and I want to get some of this out there. So let's start with what's been going on and my contribution to the What's in Your Box project, YouTube Creators Project. Most of you know, this summer I was down for the count. You know, so we got the call for the What's in Your Box project, and the best I could do is contribute some drawings. I had some drawings on my to-do list for a while, and the one that most of you have probably seen quite a bit of lately is this one, which is all washed out. Let's see if we can get that to show up at all. There you go. Yeah, so the toolmaker's vise, or the screwless vise is probably a better way to put it. This is the original drawing I submitted to everybody. It was in PDF format, and as Adam started working on things and the guys started looking at it, Tom Lipton gave me some feedback on it. This drawing that I submitted was really actually targeted towards students. It forced them to do some extra work. It wasn't the greatest design to use off the shelf for the average person to build one of these. Adam got in touch with me. I sat down with this thing. Here, let's throw a picture up. Kind of cute, huh? At one point, I literally I had to borrow my daughter's magnifying glass. I was getting measuring tools out, and I redrew this using Fusion 360. It's not done yet. It's close. The guys have been waiting for a while. I'm gonna get this out and put out to everybody, but what I still need to do is I need to incorporate the changes that Tom Lipton gave to me, the recommendations. Plus, I've got the information that Adam needed, or that he changed to for the design. So as soon as I get those incorporated, which frankly, it's my fault. I've been slack. I've had all this other stuff going on, and I haven't sat down and finished it. But since I'm putting this video out, I am committing to having this done before the end of the week and having it posted for everyone, so you guys can have the original copy of the PDF that we used, the prints that we used, plus the updated prints that I created, as well as the Fusion 360 source files. So if you want to go in and edit those files, you can do so. So this is my commitment to all of you. It will get done this week at the latest. It'll be posted, and I don't know why I've been dragging my feet on this one so much. I do apologize, folks. Like I said, just had a lot going on, and this is supposed to be fun, not interfering with family or things like that. And I think all of us know that some ways, in some cases, it does interfere. But we love what we do. So, and I love being able to do this and being able to have been a part of doing something for this. I wish I could have done more this year. I will do more next year. All right, enough of this. Let's take a look at my little wall of fame, Hall of Fame here. Is that the? Oh, yeah. I guess it's the part of the air compressor getting in the way here. That's a nice part. It's on wheels. You can move it. I got a few stickers to put up, and some of these came in over the summer. I think I've got them all here. I'm dropping them. Okay, sorry folks. Apparently I was dropping them. While we're at it, so let's add to the Hall of Fame. First thing, since we were just talking about the What's in Your Box Toolmakers giveaway, let's get Keith Fenner's sticker up here, his Get Her Done sticker. Keith's a great guy. I've talked to him in the past. I got a set of those lighthouse plant hangers from him. I also have a plasma cam. Anytime I've ever had a question about stuff, he's been great. And so we've got to get Keith added to the list. So let's do that right now. Keith, I think we're gonna put you right here. Mr. Fenner, Turn Right Machine Works. Really appreciate everything. Another person that I wanted to get on this list is Mr. Randy Richard. I mentioned this last week too. Randy sent me a get well card, when I was going through everything. His dovetail cutter, oh my god, I bought one of those. It's amazing work. But I've got a Randy Richard in the shop sticker. Randy, it is more than overdue to get put up. I've had these since, I don't know, July when you sent them. So thank you very much, sir. Randy, I think you say right about here. All right, next up on the list, a good friend and fellow contributor, Mr. James Green, Eagle Dust Off. If you guys aren't watching his stuff, which frankly, I can't imagine anybody who's watching my channel is not watching all of these guys already. So, James, it's time. We're overdue. I don't know, what do you think? Put you on sideways? I mean, it is the screaming chicken, right? So, I won't do that to you. That's an old 82nd Airborne versus 101st Airborne kind of thing. So, let's put you right here. I tell you what, James, you're a good man, and I really appreciate everything that you do. One that you guys probably won't know, because this is local to me, and I don't think they've got a YouTube channel or anything else. It's a local store here in town. It's called Devolve Moto, and they really cater towards people who want to do things differently, and it's actually a spin-off of another company, but it's here in Raleigh, and they're good people, good friends, and so I've got a couple of their stickers. I'm going to use the small logo up here. I was saving that spot for it because neat place. They got some really cool custom motorcycles in there. If you're following me on Facebook, you probably saw I took some pictures of their grand opening. I was there for that, but let's get their sticker up there. So there's the Devolve Moto. And I think that's the last one I'm going to do for today. I was going to put this one up, which you guys cannot see through. I don't think you'll be able to see through it. This one recently came in. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see any of that. This one recently came into me. I think this one I'm going to put on the truck. You guys know I'm a veteran. I'm also technically disabled, and I got a vinyl sticker here from the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans Association, and so they sent me one. I was going to put it up here. I thought it might be nice. I think this one is going to go on the truck, but I wanted to say thanks to those guys. They advocate for, they act as advocates for disabled veterans. And if you are a disabled veteran and you are not a member of this organization, it's not just a newsletter you get every month. They do good work, and they're helping me through all this stuff. And I highly recommend that you join the organization. So with that, that's enough for our Hall of Fame for today. Let's get to looking at this weekend's project work. Alright, so as most of you can tell, we're starting to get organized here in the shop. Where the camera is shooting is actually looking from between the lathe and the plasma cam. So on one side, on this side is the lathe, on this side is the plasma cam. So you're about at the operator's position for the lathe, looking over at the shop. And as you can see, we're starting to get a bit more flow as I'm able to move things around and get in here better. The junk that's over here, that's actually part of the project for today, is to get most of this stuff moved. Some of it will go back over in the back corner stacked properly. It'll give me my access to my powder cut oven back. It will give me access to my press brake back and the hydraulic press. It will also allow me to start pulling the motorcycle in. So, wish me luck. The other thing is, you can see we've moved the toolbox, we've opened up this area here, some of Nika's stuff, and we're starting to split some of the area up. Nika got all bashful on me. I don't know what it was. You guys started commenting on her, and you know, 7-year-olds can be finicky sometimes. She suddenly got bashful and she didn't want to be in videos for a little while, but she still wants to do the projects we're doing, or what we had been doing. So what we did is we moved one of her workbenches up into the house with all the little bits and the electronics and stuff like that. So she's got full access to that anytime she wants, with or without me now. And so she's been tinkering and inventing, and even yesterday she decided to talk to me a little bit about how she's going to figure out ways to build something that's going to cut down on pollution, because she didn't want us polluting the air as much. I love the innocence, but also the motivation of children sometimes, because it made me think about it. You know, why can't we do some of these things? So I'm encouraging her to continue doing that. She still has the one bench. She still has her pirate princess stuff up there. She is my pirate princess, no doubt about it. Remo, I know you said something about that on Facebook the other day. I had her at the ballet yesterday, so it was not the Pirates of Penzance though. A little too much for a 7-year-old yet. I'm still cleaning up. Still getting stuff arranged, organized. I do have an actual customer project to get out the door. And by customer, I mean I got a friend who's needing a Christmas gift for his wife. So let me shift the camera around and let's take a look at that. Alright, so let's look at the evolution of this design here. I don't know, when I was at the other shop, I started working on some projects that some of you may remember. I made an umbrella stand for our local town. Was having a big charitable thing, and so I made an umbrella stand. And it was actually this design. I was trying to do it in a modular way because I was trying to keep powder coating in-house at the time. I didn't have a whole lot of time. I wasn't going to have time to get it to my normal powder coating. So I tried to come up with this idea, and I thought it'd be neat to have these, you know, I was actually going to use carriage bolts on here so that it would give it some depth and some character. You know, it'd be silver on black, and it would look kind of nice. But I came up with a couple of, you know, I hit some real snags, and then some of you guys may remember in that video, I know I did a video on some of this. I didn't do a video on the whole project, but you know, getting the holes right, getting everything lined up, and frankly, it didn't come out all that great. This version of it's been sitting here. It's actually going to get turned into a trash can. It's a nice little trash bin size thing. It's pretty heavy, sturdy. It's made out of 11 gauge. No point in scrapping it, right? So clean it, get it powder coated up, or you know, I'll weld a bottom on it, powder coat it or paint it or something, and use this as a small trash bin around here. It's kind of a nice little design, and it'll work just fine for that. So what I did end up doing is a smaller version of this, like this, except I made it in black and I donated it to this organization. My wife saw it. You know, I brought it home, I took some pictures to get ready for the donating it. She saw it, fell in love with it, almost didn't let me donate it. So of course, Mother's Day coming around, I make this one for her. It's all welded, and it's basically 4 pieces welded, and then the base, which I don't know if you can see from there, right, also welded onto it. It's also, because of the scale, I did it out of 14 gauge instead of 11 gauge, and the scale of it is such that if I want to, I can powder coat it myself, which I did because at that point I was short on time. you know, it was one of those, hey, let's get this done for Mother's Day kinds of projects on top of everything else that was going on back in May. Right? But got done. She loves this. She loves the color. She wanted it in red, and it matches other stuff in the house, so she's happy about it. The nice part about this design, though, is I made it, like you see here, I kind of just threw some slots in here. I made a drawing of this with this opened area where I can adjust that to any initial people want. Like for us, Z, for the Zelikmans, right? And it is Zelikman. I hear lots of pronunciations, but that is how you say it. Well, what I did, and I'm sorry I didn't get any video of this, I'm going to shoot this as a separate video, the actual project itself. But here we have one for another family with a nice fancy V script in there, right? So this is what it starts out as, is 4 pieces like this. I need to get the dross cleaned off of it. And the base. Notice the base does not look anything like a bass, does it? Or a bass if you play, right? A lot of, you know, just some simple folding, welding. One thing that I'm still experimenting with, and if you guys have a formula for this or know a good way to do this from the drawing, and maybe if I do it in Fusion rather than the Design Edge software, it would help. But as I make these bends, I've noticed this angle here, right? It's actually too acute, I guess, or it's not, it doesn't have enough clearance. And so basically I start the bend and then I have to come in with a slitting saw, actually I use a slitting disc, and I grind it out a little bit, get the folds more, you know, the bend's done more, grind it, bend it, grind it, and I have to repeat this process in all 4 corners. So it's a little labor intensive. If you've got some feedback on that one, let me know, because I would really appreciate that. I think I could probably just do an offset a little bit. It gets welded up anyways, so I could probably just go that route and be fine. But that's the other project to get done this week, is to have this. So expect a video on that project, a dedicated video on that project, out later this week. And the last thing that I have planned for you know, the upcoming, this is going to continue the series that we have, is working on, we'll get, I don't know if it's, yeah, you can kind of see it, getting back on the CNC machine there, right, the CNC mill. I've had some great feedback along the way from everyone on good ways to do it. As I said last week, I went ahead and got proper shielded wiring so that I can do the right job on the limit switches. Just continue cleaning up and getting organized. Gosh, I've seen some of you guys' shops that are just flawless looking, and I'm a little jealous, but also frankly, I don't know how you do it, how you keep those shops so spotless. But anyways, you know, I'll continue working on that, and we'll keep going. You know, I had to wrap things up on this one. You guys said a lot of really kind things to me last week. You know, I got on the camera last week and just, it was a pretty low point, and you guys said some amazing things, both in the public responses and in private, and I want to say thank you to all of you. There are times when coming out here and doing this stuff feels like an extra job, and then I get these kinds of messages and I get excited about it again, and it's like, hey, you know what, this is fun, and that's why we do it, is because it's fun. It's not a job, and I really appreciate it, and you guys lifted my spirits at a time when I really needed that. So thank you all very much. Keep being that beacon of light. I think you guys, you don't always realize the words you say sometimes affects people so much more than you ever know. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for subscribing, and I'll see you again real soon. See you.